Oh man, it's like somebody beat me up yesterday. Uh, the last 48 hours I've done a whole lot of core, and I think right now is me catching up with all the DOMs. Like basically, I've got pain all around my trunk. So, rectus abdominis, the obliques. I've got pain in my lats from the side bends, I think. I can feel my QL as well. I can feel my rectors as well. Um, and everything in between, man. I woke up this morning literally like somebody beat me up last night. I remember back in the day when I kind of still used to play basketball, I'd have, a few months off or whatever. This is not when I was playing basketball. This is kind of like after I guess I retired. I'd still kind of have pick up games here and there and whatever after a bit of time off. And I remember feeling this sensation the days after that kind of pickup game, after a long kind of layoff. Basically, the sides of your trunk would always kind of hurt. Playing sports, like changing direction, sliding left, right, playing defense, all that kind of thing. This is the sensation that I have right now. It's as though I played basketball yesterday, that kind of sensation. Or I've been copping some kicks to the sides. Either or would kind of describe what I'm feeling right now. So, this morning, 4:30, before work, I just got up and I'm like, okay, let's just get some blood into the area. I selected sit-ups. It's just the easiest, least difficult. So I just did that, 5 sets of 20 with that. And then I just moved to squats, and the squats were not impressive. And this is one of the things that kind of solidifies the idea that you need core for squatting. My core is sore, like really, really sore. I can't contract. I can't kind of lay into my core. I don't have that insurance, that kind of blanket feeling in my core. And I'm feeling really weak today. So there you go. If you do an exercise and you get DOMS from the exercise, but then you come in the following few days and you still kind of can squat or whatever the activity is, and you're not kind of hindered by that muscle pain or that DOMS, that kind of tells you that maybe that muscle is not as involved in that movement as you might think. So for the longest part, I remember I would smash my hemis, like really, really smash them. I would come into the squat session and I would feel really good. And I used to kind of scratch my head. So if I've smashed my hamstrings and I can still squat pretty well, what are the hamstrings actually doing? So initially I thought the hamstrings were kind of involved in the actual kind of concentric portion, keeping me upright. But then I realized that the hamstrings being in DOMS kind of just adds length to the posterior chain somewhat. It kind of releases that tightness, and then I can get into that range of motion. I can get into that ATG a little bit better. So the hamstrings are not restricting me into getting some of these optimal positions, and this is why I might be getting into better positions, and through that I'm feeling stronger. So it's an interesting concept to think about. Say you did a shit ton of skull crushes, tricep extensions today, and then tomorrow you come in and you are sore as hell through the traps, and then you grab the bench press and you start benching, and the bench feels unbelievable, like you set a PR. So we can conclude from that well, the triceps were not really involved in your style of bench press that much. But if you come in and you can't bench press for shit, like you can't do anything, then you can conclude, well, the tricep is tired. That's why bench press is not performing as well, because you're probably relying on the tricep muscle to do a lot of your work. So it's that kind of thing, man. So, man, the core, if you don't believe that the core is something for the squat, man, so yesterday I did 200. Yesterday I did a lot of work, right? Yesterday I did the front rack hold, which basically I described as all-out war. Very, very difficult exercise. So my central nervous system is probably spent as well. But I know how that feels. I know the central nervous system fatigue, how that feels, that cloudiness, that you can't clench your fist, hard, kind of in the morning, that kind of thing, kind of that malaise, that lethargy. I don't feel that right now. I feel quite good. It's just my trunk, man, like literally from, I don't want to say as high as the armpits, but the lats are sore as hell. All the way down my side, man. Can't even name these muscles. I think these are the obliques, kind of all the way on the side, just above kind of the lateral hip. all of that is my ribs are sore. Like I'm rubbing my hand across my ribs are sore on the side, both sides. My six-pack muscle all the way down in the kind of pelvic region is sore. So I literally feel like I've been in some sort of a fight. Not that I've had a fight in a very long time, being 32. I don't put myself in those type of situations anymore, but that's how I feel. I feel like I've taken a couple of kicks to the sides, which is really good. I think that, you guys said to me that what I was doing yesterday with the barbell, it's called a loo bend. So appropriate, man, because he's literally the first guy that I've seen do those kind of barbell side bends, loo bends. I love it. That's what I'm going to write into my training log, loo bends. Love it. So yeah, like very, very effective exercise. It doesn't feel like you don't get a pump in your sides per se, but you're resisting that kind of tilting over motion, and I think that does a lot of the I guess muscle damage, if you will, because you're kind of at the end range of motion and you got to kind of pull it back in. So really cool exercise. I'm really, really happy that you guys said to me to do this. Very, very happy. So I've got a whole host of things. I've got the loo bends, I've got the rack holds, I've got the sit-ups, and I've got the side planks. So I'm going to kind of, over the next few weeks, work out exactly how I'm going to play this. Some of you guys have said that I should leave the rack holds until the later part of the workout, because that's basically just, once you do that, you might as well just climb into a coffin, really. You're spent, you can't do anything. And that's kind of what I felt yesterday. I couldn't bench press, man. I got to the bench press and I was like, man, this is a drag. So this is 160, guys. I kind of missed it. 160, moved all right, but I wasn't going to fight 180 today. But yeah, really excited about where I am. Thank you guys for everyone that's kind of contributed to these discussions. Man, I'm learning so much. And I reckon I'm in a good stead right now. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.